Your baby is studying you right now. Every blink, every smile, every frown. And here's what most parents don't realize. Your newborn isn't just seeing a face. They're decoding an entire emotional universe. Miss this and you miss everything. Emma's son Lucas was 3 weeks old, healthy, fed. But he looked through her, not at her. She cried alone in the kitchen, convinced she was already failing him. Her pediatrician told her the truth. Lucas wasn't ignoring her. He was absorbing everything about her in a language she didn't even know existed. Within days, everything changed. Eye contact, mirroring, his first real smile directed straight at her. 6 jaw-dropping facts about how babies see humans from birth to age 3, scientifically proven. Stay for number 6. It will change everything. Let's start. 1. At birth, your face is their entire world, literally. Here's what most parents don't realize. Newborns cannot see more than 8 to 12 inches clearly. Everything beyond that is a soft blur. And you know what's exactly 8 to 12 inches away when you hold your baby to feed them? Your face. Nature didn't do that by accident. Your baby's vision at birth is specifically calibrated to see one thing clearly. You. Researchers at the University of Geneva found that newborns as young as hours old already prefer looking at human faces over any other object. Not toys, not colors, not patterns, faces. Your face. And here's the part that stops every parent cold. Studies show that within the first 24 hours of life, babies can already distinguish their mother's face from a stranger's. 1 day old. They already know you. Think about what that means. Before your baby can speak a single word, before they can sit up or reach or crawl, they are already memorizing you. Every feature, every expression, every shadow and curve of your face is being processed by a brain that is growing faster than it will ever grow again in their entire life. 1 million neural connections per second in the first 3 years, and you are the center of all of it. So when you hold your baby and look down at them, look back, really look, hold eye contact, let your face be expressive, exaggerate your smiles, your surprise, your warmth. Your face isn't just something they see. It's the textbook they're using to learn everything about being human.
2. They read your emotions before they understand your words, and it changes their brain. Here's something fascinating. Long before your baby understands a single word you say, they are reading your emotional state with terrifying accuracy. They're not listening to your words. They're reading your face, your tone, your body language, and what they find there shapes their nervous system forever. There's a landmark study called the Still Face Experiment, conducted by Dr. Edward Tronick at Harvard University. Researchers had mothers interact normally with their babies, then suddenly go completely still and expressionless. Within seconds, babies became distressed. They tried desperately to re-engage their mothers, smiling, pointing, reaching. When they couldn't get a response, they broke down completely. And here's the devastating part. Even after the mother returned to normal interaction, it took time for the baby to fully recover. That's how deeply your emotional expression impacts your child. Your face is their emotional regulator. When you're calm, they feel calm. When you're anxious, their cortisol levels rise. When you smile genuinely, their brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the love chemical. But here's what this means practically. You don't need to perform happiness you don't feel. Babies detect fake emotions too. What they need is authenticity combined with regulation. It's okay to feel stressed. It's okay to feel tired. But when you're with your baby, even for just a few minutes, give them your real, warm, regulated face. Put the phone down. Release the tension in your jaw. Soften your eyes. Let your love show on your face the way it lives in your heart. Because to your baby, your face is a mirror they use to understand the entire world. 3. They recognize your face in darkness, in movement, even in chaos. Most parents assume babies are passive receivers, that they just sit there absorbing information randomly. But here's what most people don't realize. Your baby is an active, genius-level face-tracking machine from the very first weeks of life. Research from the Max Planck Institute found that babies as young as 4 months old can recognize familiar faces even when they're partially hidden, upside down, or moving quickly. They're not just memorizing a static image of you, they're building a 3-dimensional dynamic model of your face that they can recognize from any angle, in any lighting, in any situation. And by 6 months, something even more jaw-dropping happens. Your baby begins to lose their ability to distinguish between faces of other races as easily as they could at birth. Scientists call this perceptual narrowing. Your baby's brain is literally specializing, narrowing its focus to the faces it sees most often. The faces of their family, of you. Their brain is carving pathways specifically shaped around the people they love. What does this mean for you? It means the faces your baby sees in these early months are the faces that will feel like home forever. You are literally building their definition of family, safety, and belonging with your presence. Show up. Be there. Let them see you laughing and serious and focused and tender. Let them build their map of you completely because they're doing it right now, whether you realize it or not. And that map becomes the foundation of every relationship they'll ever have.
4. Your toddler is watching your eyes, not your mouth, and it tells them everything. Here's something that will change how you interact with your child today. When babies and toddlers look at your face, their gaze goes straight to your eyes first. Not your mouth, not your nose, your eyes. Always your eyes. And the reason is breathtaking. A study published in the journal Current Biology found that babies as young as 4 months old follow the direction of adult eye gaze to understand what's important in the world. If you look at something and then look back at your baby, their brain registers that object as significant. This is called joint attention, and it is one of the most powerful learning mechanisms in human development. But here's where it gets even more incredible. Toddlers between 12 and 18 months use your eyes to decide how to feel about new situations. Scientists call this social referencing. When your toddler encounters something unfamiliar, a new person, a strange dog, a loud noise, they immediately look at your face to read your reaction. If you look calm, they feel calm. If you look afraid, they feel afraid. Your eyes are their emotional GPS. So when you introduce your toddler to something new, get on their level, make eye contact. Let your face show them warmth and curiosity. You're not just reassuring them in that moment. You're teaching them how to approach the unknown for the rest of their life. Every brave adult was once a toddler who looked at a trusted face and saw, "It's okay, you're safe, go explore." Be that face. Be that moment for them every single day. 5. They can feel when you're truly present versus physically there. And the difference is enormous. This is the one that hits hardest. And here's what most parents don't realize until it's too late. Your toddler doesn't just see your face. They sense the quality of your attention. And there is a measurable neurological difference in your baby's brain between a parent who is physically present but mentally elsewhere and a parent who is truly, fully engaged. Research from the University of California found that when parents are distracted, particularly by smartphones, babies show elevated stress hormones and reduced exploratory behavior. They stop reaching, stop babbling, stop engaging. They redirect all their energy toward trying to recapture your attention, because at this stage of development, your attention equals survival. Your attention is how they know they matter. Your attention is how they know the world is safe. And here's the emotional truth beneath the science. Your toddler between 1 and 3 years old is in the most intense identity-building period of their entire life. Every day they're asking, who am I? Do I matter? Am I loved? Am I worth looking at? And every time you look at them with full, warm, focused presence, your face answers those questions with an undeniable yes. You don't need to be present every second. That's impossible, and it's not what they need. What they need is pockets of complete presence. 10 minutes on the floor with no phone, no distraction, no agenda, just you and your child. Looking at each other, playing, talking, existing together. Those 10 minutes do more for their developing brain and their sense of self-worth than hours of passive togetherness. Give them your eyes. Give them your face. Give them the gift of being truly, completely seen.
6. Your face teaches them what they deserve for the rest of their lives. This is the one most parents never hear, and it might be the most important thing in this entire video. The way your face responds to your toddler doesn't just affect them now. It writes a script in their brain about what love looks like that they will carry into every relationship for the rest of their life. Dr. John Bowlby, the father of attachment theory, spent decades studying how early face-to-face interactions shape adult relationships. What he found was revolutionary. Children don't just attach to their caregivers, they internalize them. Your face, your expressions, your emotional responses become a blueprint inside your child's mind called an internal working model. And that model becomes the lens through which they see every relationship, every friendship, every romance, every moment of intimacy for decades to come. When your face lights up when they enter a room, they learn they are worth lighting up for. When your eyes soften when they cry, they learn that vulnerability is safe. When you look at them with patience instead of frustration when they struggle, they learn that imperfection is still lovable. And when you repair quickly after moments of stress or disconnection, they learn that relationships can be broken and fixed, that love is resilient. Think about the face you're giving your child right now, not in the hard moments, in the ordinary ones. When they show you a drawing, when they mispronounce a word, when they do something small and quiet and everyday. Does your face say you are the most fascinating person I have ever seen? Because to them, in this season of their life, you are everything. And the face you show them in these ordinary moments is quietly, powerfully, permanently shaping who they believe they are. Your baby chose to study you from their very first breath. Not randomly, not by accident, by design. Every system in their tiny body, every instinct evolution spent millions of years perfecting, pointed them directly at you. Your face, your eyes, your voice. Oh, you were their first assignment, and they have been studying you with more focus and dedication than any student has ever given any subject in the history of humanity. Think about that for a moment. While you were wondering if you were doing enough, your baby was memorizing the exact curve of your smile. While you were doubting yourself at 3 a.m., they were hardwiring the sound of your voice into the deepest parts of their developing brain. While you were scrolling for parenting advice, they already knew the answer. They just needed more of you. Your face was their first textbook. Every expression you made taught them something about the world. Happy faces taught them the world can be joyful. Calm faces taught them the world is safe. Loving faces taught them they are worthy of love. And here is the weight of that truth. They didn't come with the ability to question what your face told them. They believed it completely, unconditionally, the way only a newborn can believe something, with their entire being. Your face was their first mirror. Before they knew where their body ended and the world began, they found themselves in your eyes. The way you looked at them became the way they looked at themselves. Every time your eyes lit up when they entered a room, something was written permanently in their nervous system. Something that said, I matter, I am seen, I am worth lighting up for. And that writing doesn't fade. It becomes the foundation of every relationship, every achievement, every moment of courage they will ever experience for the rest of their life. Your face was their first definition of love. Not love as a concept. Love as a physical, felt, lived experience. The warmth in your eyes when you fed them. The gentleness in your expression when they cried. The pride on your face when they discovered something new. That is what love looks like to them. That is the standard their heart will carry forever. You didn't just show them love, you became their definition of it.
And here's what I need you to truly hear. You don't have to be perfect. You never did. Babies are not looking for perfection. They are looking for presence. They are looking for someone who comes back, someone who repairs, someone who tries again after the hard moments, someone who looks at them with tired eyes at the end of a long day and still finds something worth smiling about. That is the parent they need. And the fact that you watched this video, that you cared enough to learn how they see you, tells me you already are that parent. So, starting today, look back at them. Really look. Not a glance between tasks. Not a distracted smile while your mind is somewhere else. A real, full, unhurried look that says you are my entire world, and I would choose you every single time. Let your face be their safe place in a world that will not always be safe. Let your eyes be the calm they search for when everything feels too big. Let your presence be the answer to every question their little heart is asking. Because you are not just their parent. You are their first teacher, their emotional anchor. They're living proof that the world is worth trusting. Every moment of genuine connection you give them is a gift that compounds. It grows inside them quietly, and it shows up years from now as confidence, as resilience, as the ability to love and be loved deeply. You are building that right now, in the ordinary moments, in the quiet ones, in the ones that feel like nothing but mean absolutely everything. Your baby is looking at you right now, not at the ceiling, not at the toys, at you. Because you are still the most fascinating thing in their world, look back, be present. Let them find everything they need in your face. They have been waiting since their very first breath for you to truly see them the way they see you. And now you do. If this video moved you or opened your eyes to something you didn't know, please hit that like button. It helps other parents find this too. Subscribe for more science-backed insights into your child's extraordinary developing mind. And tell me in the comments, which of these 6 facts hit you the hardest? Your baby chose you. Every single day, they choose you again. Make sure they can always see that you choose them too.